on the medieval razor box tell their own story. And if that's really razor money inside, this must be the world's first cash box.
Many of us take our modern bathrooms for granted. Truth is, they weren't always as sleek and minimal as they are today. In fact, bathrooms of old were just as unique and quirky as the time itself, which actually made them truly memorable. These forgotten elements define a time when function met design in strange ways. The big question now is, what are these strange features, and how many do we probably need back? Well, join us as we take a journey back and explore 12 of the strangest bathroom features that have since gone down the drain. Maybe you could even get your next bathroom design idea from here. Who knows? Number 12. Sunken bathtubs. How do you like your bathtubs? Whatever answer you give, one thing's for sure though, the answer will definitely never be at floor level. Well, people back then definitely didn't think so. Next up, sunken bathtubs. Built exactly at floor level, these tubs were a primary feature of mid-century modern bathrooms. In fact, these tubs were often regarded as a luxurious addition, offering a spa-like experience while just soaking up at home. Bathers would literally have to step down to get into their bathtubs. This design helped the bathroom space look more elegant and open. This bathroom feature first gained popularity in the 1960s, partly influenced by films like Cleopatra, which highlighted the lushness of Roman life. Regardless of their appeal, sunken bathtubs still had certain drawbacks. For one, they were quite difficult to clean and maintain. Plus, getting in and out posed a bit of a challenge, especially for older folks. Sunken bathtubs took off because they added luxury to bathrooms, but they weren't the only bathroom features homeowners turned to for elegance. Number 11. Bathroom chandeliers. How about we explore bathroom chandeliers next? A bright chandelier dangling from the ceiling of your bathroom would definitely be too much for the modern bathroom space. However, back then, there really wasn't a better feature that represented elegance and sophistication. Popular during the early to mid-20th century, this feature was inspired by the grand chandeliers found in foyers and dining rooms. If there's anything we can all agree about in the 1900s, it's that they were never against going a bit overboard, pushing their limits. And it doesn't get more overboard than hanging a crystal chandelier over your bathtub. This was all to add more glamour and luxury to the space. However, due to their need for large spaces and high ceilings, the practicality of the bathroom chandeliers were somewhat limited. And that wasn't all. The moisture and humidity in the bathrooms also made it difficult to maintain these delicate fixtures that had no business being there in the first place. As bathroom designs progressed, more practical lighting, such as recessed lighting and wall sconces, which are better suited for moisture, replaced chandeliers. This is probably one bathroom feature that should probably stay forgotten.
And she didn't know she wasn't home. This life is just too old. People walk and come and go. They don't know you, they're so cold.
Number 10. Built-in vanity radios. You know how you love a good sing-along while you take a bath? Well, folks from the 1900s were apparently no different, and that explains the next forgotten bathroom feature: built-in vanity radios. These were a specialty feature in bathrooms during the mid-20th century. Radios were basically placed near mirrors or vanities, allowing people to listen to news, music, or radio shows while doing their business. This combination of entertainment and convenience made a supposedly dull morning routine more enjoyable. These bathroom radios gained popularity during the 1950s and 60s, when radios were literally the height of information and entertainment. Their built-in design also saved a lot of space. In fact, have you ever heard of a radio toilet paper holder? Is it a radio? Is it a toilet paper? Nope, it's both. They were literally able to combine practical items into one very popular product. Unfortunately, with the introduction of modern technologies like cassette players and CD players, there was no way built-in vanity radios were gonna survive. Well, how about we talk about a bathroom feature that we all wouldn't mind making a comeback? Number 9. Floral wallpaper. Back in the 70s, you couldn't walk into a home without being welcomed by some version of a floral wallpaper. Well, this extended to even the bathrooms. Floral wallpapers plastered all over the walls was more than just a way to add some personality and warmth to a cold tiled space. It was quite literally the height of fashion back then. The bright blooms of roses, tulips, daisies, you name it, seemed like the perfect way of making any room more inviting. And the bathrooms weren't exempted. The idea was simple, one we could get all behind. Create a little oasis people would have no problem going into. While we can all agree that floral wallpapers are outdated, to say the least, there is still a market for them. In some retro-inspired bathroom designs, you'll see modern takes on this old feature. That's more than we could say for the next feature on our list. Number 8. The bright era of colorful fixtures. Bathrooms weren't always these natural tone spaces we've all gotten used to today. At our number 8 spot, the bright era of colorful fixtures. There was a time when bright pink, matte green, and baby blue fixtures were the absolute height of bathroom decor, especially in the 1950s and 60s. These pastel colors were highly sought after for the same reason floral wallpapers were a huge deal. They added a cheerful and vibrant touch to your bathroom space. Homeowners would often go as far as coordinating their toilets, sinks, and bathtubs in these bright hues. In fact, First Lady Mamie Eisenhower's popular Mamie Pink bathrooms even inspired a trend in homes across the US. However, as years passed, people's tastes shifted towards more neutral and versatile colors for their bathrooms. As a result, these bright, colorful fixtures were replaced with beige, white, and a bunch of other muted tones. You know what? This is a bathroom feature we might actually need back. Who wouldn't like some individuality in their bathrooms? Number 7. Shag toilet lid covers. Even toilets weren't free from the quirkiness of the 1900s. And with that, we move to another bathroom feature that should probably stay forgotten. Next up, shag toilet covers. To the younger generation, this bathroom feature makes absolutely no sense. However, to the old heads, this should bring back some memories. These toilet covers were a pretty popular part of the 70s bathroom decor. These fuzzy lid covers often came in bright colors like avocado green, hot pink, and harvest gold, and were supposed to add style and comfort to the otherwise basic toilet lids. They were often sold in matching sets that included tank covers and rugs, creating this cozy look to the bathroom. Despite the idea behind this feature, there were certain issues with these covers. Majorly, the shag material traps bacteria and moisture, making it unhygienic and cleaning quite the task. Over time, the fabric lost its authentic look, and now these toilet covers are just a reminder of the past, a time that actually favored aesthetics over practicality and hygiene. Talking about favoring aesthetics over anything else, there's no better example of that than the next forgotten feature on our list. Number 6. Carpet flooring. Imagine taking the idea of the shag toilet lid covers to a whole new level. Imagine doing that to your entire bathroom. At 6th place, carpet flooring. The idea of covering your entire bathroom floor in carpet definitely sounds completely nuts now. But back in the 60s and 70s, it was considered more than just a cozy choice. It was a luxurious one. Carpet manufacturing was quite the business after World War I, making wall-to-wall carpeting more affordable. This, fortunately, coincided with the fact that homeowners enjoyed stepping on warm, soft carpet rather than cold tiles after a bath. So they decided to make it happen. They had their entire floor carpeted. But even then, they should have figured out why this wouldn't work out in the long run. Bathrooms are humid and always prone to splashes, creating a huge problem for carpets. Moisture trapped in the fibers would lead to mold and mildew, which weren't only unpleasant, but also posed health risks. By the 80s, people realized that carpets just weren't practical for bathrooms, and it was gradually replaced by other easy-to-clean flooring options. To put it plain and simple, the bathroom is no place for a carpet. Number 5. Razor blade disposal slots. Well, the next bathroom feature to go down the drain was definitely not as short-lived as bathroom carpeting, and that brings to our top 5 spots. At 5th place, razor blade disposal slots. Have you ever wondered how men shaved back in the day? Before the disposable razors we use today took over, men actually used double-edged razors, and with these razors came the inevitable safety issues. So, some pretty wise guy, certainly not the guy who came up with the bathroom carpeting, came up with a bright way to keep these used blades safe. Built into the bathroom wall right behind medicine cabinets or bathroom mirrors, these slots allowed homeowners to discard their metal razors safely without worrying about piling up the trash with sharp objects. Simple, yet effective. Here's where it gets even more impressive. These slots didn't lead to any collection box or containers. No, they just pretty much fell into the wall cavity, out of sight, out of mind. There's been cases of people remodeling old houses and just seeing these rusty blades spilling out like an intentional time capsule. An interesting reminder of how people lived. This trend eventually faded into the 70s when disposable razors became a thing. Number 4. Penny tiles. There are very few forgotten bathroom features that are destined to make a comeback at some point. And our next feature is one of them. Next up, penny tiles. They were tiny tiles, usually about the size of, as the name states, a penny. At one point, these tiles were a hallmark of early 20th century bathroom designs. Often made from ceramic or porcelain, these small tiles could be arranged in whatever pattern was in vogue, which added character to any space. People would get quite creative with them, laying them out in intricate patterns or even using different colors to create accents or borders. It was right in tune with the 20th century style, always prioritizing beauty above all else. However, that wasn't all. They were also slip-resistant, durable, and practical, really taking off in popularity between the 1920s and 30s. So, you're probably wondering, if these guys were so perfect, why were they eventually forgotten? Well, they weren't at all easy to install and maintain. Their only downside. This, and the introduction of larger tiles, meant that they had to take the back seat. The good news is, penny tiles are making a comeback, especially for those who appreciated handcrafted charm and vintage appeal. Number 3. Cast iron radiators. One reoccurring trend of every single bathroom feature on here is that they've prioritized design and aesthetics over practicality and functionality. However, the next feature on our list might just be an exception. And that brings us to the third forgotten feature, cast iron radiators. Everyone's pretty much familiar with the cast iron radiators and their use. What you don't know, though, is that they were once a mainstay in bathroom heating and would often even serve as bathroom decor. These heavy fixtures radiated warmth by circulating steam or hot water, keeping bathrooms warm during colder months. In fact, they were often painted in bright colors to also match the bathroom decor. They became both an aesthetic and functional element. You see? Not entirely aesthetic-based. However, they still had to fade off at some point because of modernization. Today, modern heating systems, such as underfloor heating, have replaced these bulky radiators. However, they still hold some appeal for homeowners looking to give their homes a bit of a vintage feel. Number 2. Clawfoot bathtubs. Bathtubs had to undergo a couple of changes before they became what we have today. We've already had one forgotten bathtub idea on here. How about another? In second place, clawfoot bathtubs. To a lot of people, they've only ever seen these in movies. Clawfoot bathtubs, with their feet shaped like, animal claws, were quite popular in the late 19th century. Made from iron and coated in porcelain, they quickly became a symbol of sophistication and luxury. Its deep basin often offered a relaxing soak, making them a much-needed feature in spacious bathrooms, emphasis on the word spacious. As homes and bathrooms began to shrink, these tubs became quite impractical because of their size and weight. However, in more recent years, lighter acrylic versions have brought these tubs back into style, allowing homeowners to enjoy their charm without the heavy part. Number 1. Pull chain toilets. And finally, after 11 weird, mind-blowing bathroom features, we've reached the weirdest of the bunch. One feature that should definitely stay forgotten. And for that, we'll have to go all the way back to the 1800s. At our number 1 spot, pull chain toilets. Just like with bathtubs, toilets actually went through a couple of changes before we got what we have today. Back in the late 1800s, believe it or not, these toilets were considered cutting-edge innovation. Toilets had these high-mounted cisterns, often made from durable materials like cast iron or porcelain, and they held the water required for flushing. Unlike what we have now, then you'd have to pull a chain, just like the name indicates, to release the water. A simple yet innovative design that made bathrooms a lot more sanitary. However, just like with clawfoot bathtubs, as bathroom spaces became a lot smaller and design trends changed, these high-mounted tanks gave way to the sleek designs we know today. These guys are obviously not making a comeback anytime soon. What can we say? The current toilet design is just perfect. And with that, our tour through the forgotten innovations of the past have come to an end. How many of these bathroom features do you think we need back? Subscribe to our channel to discover more about vintage America.